Hendricks from Jehovah's Witnesses. Really quick question. What's the weather like over there?
You know what? I haven't been outside today, but it's generally okay. It's it's been hot in the 90s and high 80s, but the humidity has been pretty good for the Northeast, which
especially those for Jehovah's Witnesses, and even in other faiths. I mean, let's face it. At what time did people get told we need to practice social distancing? You need to put on a face mask, and you need to do so carefully. Some are obeying the command. Others are not obeying the command. I do applaud Jehovah's Witnesses for trying as best as possible to obey the command and go a next step. I know you guys actually put yourselves pretty much on lockdown even before it became mandated. Is that not true?
Oh yeah. No, this is we always obey the law. So the law, that's not an issue. But really, the law is a minimum standard when it comes to life. It's kind of like a speed limit. You can drive 75 miles an hour on some roads, but sometimes you probably shouldn't. And so when it comes to making these decisions, it's not about the law, that's a given, but it's about life, and it's about what's best for our communities and what's best for our people.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you're saying that. I realize that this time is kind of tough, and a lot of people have a lot of questions. They're looking for some type of answer. Kind of give me a snapshot of what people are going to be able to see when they go to jw.org.
Well, first of all, I want to let you know that even though our meetings have gone virtual, our conventions have gone virtual, our love is still very much alive. And it's very real. In fact, it's as real today as it's ever been. Our congregation meetings have really been, the attendance is at unprecedented levels. Many have come back to the organization for two reasons. One, because they've seen the situation and they've been rocked by the fact that within 3 weeks an entire world can come to its knees because of a pandemic, and all the things that they thought brought them joy could be taken away from them: education, their retirement, their jobs, their careers. And so they've come back to spirituality, many of them. The other issue is that this virtual environment has embraced many of our disabled ones, our older ones, and not only just to listen, but to also participate in discussions, in healthy, lively, robust spiritual discussions. So spirituality is on the increase right now among God's people, and that's a powerful thing. With this convention, though, it's very much the same. We are getting together on a congregational level each week. So this weekend, we'll get together in small groups, and first of all, as a congregation, to talk about a Bible topic for about a half an hour. We'll retreat to watch the convention as families and individuals, and then we'll come back in small groups and join each other in fellowship to talk about the convention, to kind of sound it down into our hearts. And we invite everybody to be a part of that. Going to jw.org, going to the library tab of jw.org, and then to JW Broadcasting, they can scroll down and get the first 3 installments of the convention, which matches Friday afternoon, morning, and Saturday morning. And since the theme is about joy, you wonder, many people have asked us, did you just change it because of the pandemic? Fact of the matter is, this convention was named some 5 years ago at least. And when you think about, at this time, being able to have 6 weekends of the summer to just immerse yourself in the topic of remaining joyful, that's powerful. It's not only a gift to Jehovah's Witnesses, it's a gift in 511 languages to the world, and we want everybody to participate. There's no paywall, there's no fee, there's no email that you need. Do it anonymously or join a congregation. You can do that through the website as well, and we would be happy to have you.
Well, and I appreciate Jehovah's Witnesses for taking the lead on a lot of stuff. I would venture to say even Google and Facebook would love to be in as many languages that you're able to translate. Well, what's the current standing, if you know off the top of your head, what the current standing is of the amount of languages that, maybe not audio-wise, but just publication-wise?
Well, on our website is over 1,000. We reached 1,000 languages about 6 months ago, and it was a big milestone. It was the goal, but now we're in excess of 1,000 languages, and nobody else will do that because there's no profit motive to doing that. Let's just face it. We have languages on this website where 250 people in the entire world speak it. We have 58 sign languages. It's unheard of. We put out in February, we completed the first American Sign Language Bible in the world, the first sign language Bible in history that's complete. We don't do it for money. And so when there's no profit motive, there's no limit. There's no limit to what we can achieve because we're doing it for our God and we're doing it because out of love for people.
Well, I appreciate you spending time with us here on the morning show. Thank you for getting our information out to the rest of the world, those that are tuning in, maybe for the very first time. For those tuning in and or have been perhaps associated for some time or haven't been in quite some time, where can they go to find their local congregation, even though it's virtual?
They can they can go to jw.org. They could scroll all the way down on the homepage and it says find a meeting or request a visit. Now you won't get a visit, but that information will be sent to our branch office, and the branch office will contact the local congregation. The local congregation will then contact the individual. So in this case, you'll have to leave your phone number in order for us to get to you, or just find a meeting. You can put your address in and then find a local Kingdom Hall, call the local Kingdom Hall, and we'll give you information on how to locally hook up with the local congregation meetings and also the convention. So we're still open for everyone to participate.
All right, Robert Hendricks, spokesperson for the USA Division of Jehovah's Witnesses. Thank you very much for spending time with us here on the morning show, and keep doing the good work.
Thank you very much, Aaron. It was a pleasure to be with you.
Absolutely, ours too. Okay, we got to take a quick break here on the morning show. When we got back, we got more information coming up just around the corner. Stay tuned right after these messages. We'll be right back.